Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your pick a card reading for Confusing Connection. What is going on? What are their next steps? What is the guidance from Spirit in this connection? Pile 1 is on the left, pile 2 is in the middle, pile 3 is on the right. Take your time, use your intuition. If you need to pause the video, please do, and make your selection now. And timestamps will be in the description box below. Aloha Group 1, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your spirit messages, pick a card reading on confusing connection. So this is a confusing connection between you guys. You could be together, separation. What in the heck is going on in this connection? And so what we're going to look at is what's going on with it, what are the next steps, what are their next steps towards you, what are your next steps or Spirit's advice for what to do next, okay? So let's look into that. Before I get started, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. Thank you for those of you who have left comments in the comment section. I really like engaging with you, and YouTube likes it too. So 2 thumbs up. All right. Also, I am doing a contest for the month of February. Free to enter, free to win. I will let you know at the end of the video how to enter that contest. It's to win a 30-minute private session with me, either a reading or a energy clearing session, your choice. And I will let you know at the end how to enter that. Also, scammers are about on YouTube targeting tarot readers. I will never solicit you for money. I don't have a WhatsApp. I won't come onto your social media, and in the comments I won't ask you to give you a reading. If you want a private reading with me, you can get in touch with me personally. That information's in the description box below. So all the instructions are in the description box. So please, please, please save your beautiful money and make sure that you're connecting with me directly, not with some other folks, okay? So let's get to it. What's going on in this confusing connection? Okay. Cool. Okay, so this connection is absolutely helping you and them to learn how to communicate. So we have the Sun, which is self-expression and embodying truth. This particular connection is absolutely helping you to get to your own personal truth. You're having to have strong self-worth and self-esteem. Your self-esteem is having to grow due to this relationship. I do feel like, because there's this Neptune influence, so Leo's energy present as well as Pisces energy present here. This is a dreamy connection. So sometimes what can happen is you get off into dream world in this connection. Both of you guys can, when you're in the moment, it's like almost like a dream come true, feels out of this world, otherworldly. The physical can be very good, the flirting's really good, the dreaming of the future's good, but it feels like once you separate, it's like someone pops the bubble on on the connection, like the dream bursts when you guys are not actually physically in one another's presence. Though you do feel them, it does feel like there is a dreamy quality to this. What they're also telling me is that your person may be one to overpromise. So they're selling you the dream of what it would be like to be with them, but they're not quite coming through with the action steps that would make it come together in that way. We do have the 5th chakra showing up here, Archangel Gabriel. Again, this is about expression and truth. So next steps, it feels more like next steps are coming from you in this connection to get the clarity. So I feel like there's some bravery involved here in order for you to come forward and say what your expectations of a connection is. How often do you want to be communicated with? How often do you want to see each other physically? You know, how often, what are your love languages, right? So are you a physical touch person, or are you an acts of service? Are you quality time and words of affirmation, or are you gifts? You know, so find out your love languages and express how you like to be loved, and find out theirs. It feels like there's a need for a conversation to clarify where you're going. Obviously, this is a confusing connection reading, so of course there's confusion in it, okay? But it does feel like this is actually helping you to have the strength to say what you want, to practice what you want. There's these dating coach, oh gosh, what's her name, that I watch on YouTube. Her name is slipping by me, but she always talks about being a high value woman. So this is more catered towards women, but if you're a masculine, this is using the feminine principles with this, okay? So it's like, as a feminine, to be a high value woman, you're not going out and chasing the other person, but you do say, if you want to be a wife, you say, I want to be a wife someday. You're not saying that they have to be your wife, the person, or husband, the person, or wife, or whatever. It's not gender specific, this reading, but basically whoever you are relating to, it's like, say what you're wanting. They don't have to give it to you, but you stand true in your core beliefs. Sometimes when we get in a relationship, or when we have a confusing connection, we compromise on some of our core things. Like, if you want it to be married, but your person doesn't, maybe saying that, oh, I don't think I really want to be married this lifetime, when you do in your heart of hearts. Or how that looks is different, or if you're not as traditional and they're more traditional, you saying, you know, I love you, I want to have this connection with you, but can we do it a little differently than what the normal connections are? So it feels like you guys are transcending some of the dreamier honeymoon stage and moving into, how do we actually do this on Earth? Like, how do we actually relate to each other outside the dream world? We do have protection here. I feel like both of you are a little bit guarded, but Spirit's saying it's okay, because the dreamy nature of this relationship, it's actually positive for you to have a little bit of protection around you, okay? It doesn't mean you wall your heart up. I remember hearing this saying, and it was really positive to me. It says, your boundaries need not be an electric fence that shocks everyone who comes near you. Your boundaries can be an ever-glowing light that says, I will be treated sacredly. And I feel like that's what you're getting to, is your boundaries, and knowing what you want is going to clear up a lot of the confusion. It's actually going to help to protect you in this situation, so that you can move forward, and so that you can be vulnerable with your significant other, so that you can make the requests for what it is that you're actually wanting. And it feels like communication is at top point here. If you guys have been out of communication, there is still some patience to be had. Spirit's saying be patient with yourself, and be patient with your partner in this connection. Patience is not the same as waiting around and doing nothing, okay? So this is still very much, you can be patient and you can have your eyes on them, but it feels like there's a need to come into your own personal truth, your own self-esteem and embodiment. Embody your truth, express it, okay? Be patient with them, but go on about your business, okay? This is saying, hey, you've been waiting around and focusing all your time and your energy and dreaming all the time about this person, because it is a very dreamy connection. Like, I am easily going into daydreams with this influence, okay? So this is saying you stand in your truth, what you really want. And if you're going to daydream about the things that you want, but don't pay them so much attention. It feels like you're paying them way too much attention, which it can cause for anxiety. So I know I can hear you saying, I have been patient. Yes, and you've been patient with the need to achieve the goal or manifestation. This patience is saying it's setting you free, allowing you to embody your truth, and that way you're not really lusting after any outcomes. Okay, let's get some tarot here and go a little bit deeper. With this confusing connection, what are their person's feelings towards them for pile 1? What are their person's feelings? It's this one. Okay. Okay, and one more they said. Cool. Your person's feelings are, so we have Knight of Pentacles, the Tower, Two of Swords, and then we have the Magician. Okay, so your person, you were unexpected to them. Okay, so the reason it's so confusing is because they were not expecting you. They only had a little bit to give, and they were willing to see where it went and how it could grow. They only had a little tiny seed to give you when you guys first met, and I feel like their next steps, they do want to offer you something, but they're conflicted in their head because I feel like for some, they've just gotten out of a rough situation. Others, they've been focused on business. They weren't focused on love at all in this connection. It's confusing because you've absolutely showed up unexpectedly in their lives, and I feel like same for them to you. It's like you guys met in a way where you weren't specifically expecting to fall in love again, you weren't expecting to be in a connection again, and so it's bringing up emotions in both of you, but especially your person. They're feeling very conflicted in their head. They're having a little bit of balancing that's needing to occur. They're trying to take away the blinders to see things really clearly. So I do feel like for many of you, they have stepped back or may not be in communication right now because they are trying to figure this out. They are manifesting you, so they do find you to be magic. They think that you are truly everything that they've been asking for. They just may be a little slow to come forward because you were surprised, and also I feel like they have a lot of things happening in their life right now. Like some of them may be going through their Saturn return for the first time, or they just have a lot happening in their life, either through death in the family or job situation, or really busy at work, really dealing with some health issues, but they have their own kind of things that they're trying to deal with right now that they have not necessarily communicated to you. I feel like many of you have heard through the grapevine that they're going through something, but they have not been great at expressing themselves to you, and so it's all the more confusing to them because you do feel like a dream come true. I'm like getting so lightheaded in this connection, almost dizzy a little bit, so it's like, and when they say like head over heels, that is really where they're at. They just are confused on how to move forward. Okay, so they are battling in their mind. They are manifesting you. They do want to make it work. They do want to have something to offer you, but they feel like they don't have much to offer in the moment. Let me just check in on your energies. Okay. So you're in a really good place in your energy. You're ready to move forward, okay? Yeah. Your intuition is heightened. We have Ace of Wands, we have the Sun, okay? We've had the Hermit, and we have the High Priestess. Who's showing up on the table here? We have Taurus, we have Pisces, okay? And we have Leo. Okay, so you got the Sun twice. So your energies are very much about embodying your truth. You've had the time to go through your spiritual awakening, where I feel like your partner that you're asking about, the reason it's so confusing is you've activated a spiritual awakening in them, but this may be the first time that they've gone through something like that. They're not accustomed to it. You're ready for a brand new beginning. You're ready for the passion. You're ready for the physical and spiritual coming together, and you're super heightened in your intuition right now, so I think you know how they're feeling. That's why Spirit's suggesting protection and patience, because it's like you're on a different level than they are spiritually and otherwise. You've already come out of your tower moments. Not saying that, you know, life is a series of up and downs, you know, but you see the potential in this connection. You're aware that they're kind of hermiting themselves away, but you have just done that, and it enlightened you in huge ways. So it feels like you're ready to express how you're feeling, but they're still in their head a little bit because they're going through a tough time. So what's the next steps here? What's the next steps? Okay. What's the next steps for pile 1? Okay, so with your person, they are on that precipice of asking you to enter into a higher level commitment. They are wanting to be that with you, okay? They are working on changing their perspective, so they're allowing themselves to shift into being a king or queen. Matters not the gender. They're coming into full-on passion. They're coming into their intelligence, intuition. They're coming into mastery of themselves, and they want to offer you a mature offer, okay, with this 2 of Cups. So their next steps is that they will communicate with you. So even though they are in this state of being a little bit shrouded at the moment, they will come forward and invite you to be in connection, a higher level with them. Your energies, your next steps are really about taking stock and staying balanced, okay? This is a huge need to stay balanced in your energies. We have 5 of Pentacles here. So I feel like you have offered a lot to this connection already. So next steps, what they're saying is balance yourself out. No need to keep offering to someone that's sort of shrouded in their own misery, okay? You have to let them go through their stuff. With the 7 of Pentacles, you are paying attention to what you're investing in. You have a lot of options, okay? And so you're balancing yourself out. Your person's really going to have to come to you with a great offer because you're starting to see just how wonderful you are. I don't feel like you're just going to wait around on them, nor is it suggested that you just wait around on them. Like, be patient with them, but go ahead and live your life. And it feels like they have an offer for you. It feels like you have to decide whether it's enough, whether it's correct for you. So the next steps are really speaking your truth and balancing yourself out, weighing your options, because you do have more options than you think that you do. And you do deserve the clarity, okay? So you're in a very beautiful position, pile 1. Your person has some work that they're doing, so they will definitely come forward, but you get to choose whether or not their offer is enough for what you're wanting to experience, okay? So thank you so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. For those of you who want to enter into the contest, it's free to enter, free to win. How you do that is you like this video and you share it, and in the description box below, write clarity. That lets me know that you want to participate in the drawing. Okay, so thank you so much, and until next time, aloha. Aloha Group 2, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your pick a card reading for confusing connection. What in the heck is going on with this connection? What are the next steps? What are their next steps towards you? What are your next steps towards them? What's the suggestions from Spirit on how to handle this confusing situation? Because we like clarity, and I love that my incense is like clearing everything. It is clove, so you may look up the spiritual symbolism of clove because it really started going off at the beginning of your reading. And I just got a little bit of indigestion there, so some things are moving and clearing for your connection. Before we get started, Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. Please do leave a comment if you're so interested. I love engaging with you. YouTube loves it. It's a win-win. Also, for the month of February, I am doing a contest, free to enter, free to win. I will let you know at the end of the video how to enter that drawing, as some are here just for the message. What you win is a 30-minute session with me personally. Again, free to enter, free to win. So apparently there are scammers on YouTube targeting tarot readers. I think my channel has been okay, but just to put the disclaimer out there, I will never solicit you for money. I do not have WhatsApp. I won't contact you on social media. In the comment section, I will never ask to do a reading for you. If you want to have a reading with me, that information, how to contact me, is in the description box below. That's the only way to contact me, so please do save your beautiful dollars. We want to avoid all scamming on this channel. Beautiful. Okay, confusing connection here for pile 2. Let's get into it. We have house 8, okay? Transformation, karma, facing fears and legacies. Okay, so this connection that you're having with your, this confusing connection, whether it be love, romance, friendship, boss at work, doesn't matter. There is a karmic influence to it, okay? So what is happening with this, there's good and bad karma. Not everything is terrible with karma. There's like rewards for things that you have done well as well. But it feels like a very transformational energy. So what is happening with your connection is that you are bringing up fears in one another. Fears of the future, fears of rejection, fear of, okay, if I do this, like, will it work out? Needing to know, all of these things, because I do feel like you guys have a fairly intense emotional bond that's happening, because you have potential and you have door to personal healing and happiness. So you guys are opening up each other's potential as well as the door to your healing and happiness. You cannot do the healing for your partner or vice versa. But we meet different people over the course of our lives that do help us to open the door within ourselves so that we can be healed, so that we can find the happiness within ourselves. And I feel like this connection is really pushing the both of you to your highest potential. This is to your highest potential spiritually, physically, emotionally. I would say this relationship, as confusing as it may be, is absolutely causing you to be in your personal power. It's causing you to make decisions that are going to be for your highest good. You're finally starting to transform some of those fears, releasing the karma of the past. I feel like this particular connection brings forward some childhood wounds. Again, that's why it's confusing, because I see that there's some projection on both sides that's happening. So it's not actually how you're being with them, but you either remind them of their mother or father, or remind them of a time, or they remind you of those things. And that's what's opening the door to the healing, because they are not those things, but they are providing a very beautiful mirror. And this smoke has gotten so busy, okay? So it's like, this is a very clearing and cleansing relationship. I mean, it is like, whew, just wafting in. And that shows me that this relationship is extremely clearing for the both of you. Now, I do feel we've got 34 here, which may be significant to you. It yields down to a 7. 7s are the seers of truth, the psychic, the oracle, okay? You guys, your intuition is heightened because of how you combine together with each other. So a lot of truth is being found out in this relationship, okay? And so even though it's confusing, there is great potential for the two of you. Great potential for the two of you. Okay. Beautiful. I'm looking at how they're feeling about you. I'm going to look at your energies, how you're feeling about them in the connection. Okay. All right. So we've got how they're feeling about you is Queen of Wands. Male or female matters not. They find you extremely attractive. They think that you are extremely powerful. You bring them a lot of happiness. And they're wondering, honestly, if you're single. We have 9 of Pentacles. So they're wondering if you're single. They're seeing the harvest that you can bring in to yourself. And honestly, pile 2, you're extremely self-sufficient. You don't need a partner. You might want one, but you don't have to have it. And so while it's confusing, they're not sure how they fit in to your life. So one of their fears is, well, they don't need me, so is there room for me? Because they've got you on a pedestal. They think you are absolute magic. We've got the Magician here. So beyond them thinking that you are magic, they are manifesting you. So your partner is actually working quite diligently to come forward, to clarify some things. They're hoping that you feel the same way too, but I feel like there hasn't been enough communication. Their energy may have been a little bit overzealous at first, so that might have put you off, like they either pursued too hard originally and then just came to a full stop, or they were just like too excited about a situation. I feel like your energy is a bit more reserved, though you might think about them more often in the moment. I feel like they were more outwardly like flamboyant at first, or like trying to impress you, because you actually kind of intimidate them a little bit, because they have such strong feelings for you. They find you so extremely attractive that it was almost a little bit overwhelming for them. So it's like, you know, when you get nervous, and sometimes some people don't talk at all, but then others, I feel like your person's the type that like talks too much when they're nervous. And so I feel like they came on a little too strong. Your energies, we have 2 of Wands. You're at a crossroads here. We have 7 of Pentacles, and we have the Fool. They're showing me the ocean. So some of you, this won't be for everyone, but part of the issues or the fears that come up is because you live at a distance from each other. So it feels like you're weighing your options of, if I take the option for the person I'm thinking about, okay, pile 2. If you take the option to be with them, you may have to move across water, across ocean, make a physical move. Certainly an emotional move will have to happen, okay? And you're really weighing your options. Is this a good person to invest in? Is this, you know, it's been a little bit confusing, so am I making the wrong move? Is it okay for me to invest my heart and my energy into them? I don't want to look like a fool, but at the same time, you're willing to take that leap of faith. So you're actually considering your options on taking the leap of faith with them. You see the potential, they see the potential, but I feel like it hasn't come to fruition yet, and that's what's making it confusing. All right, but as far as feelings go, they are very strongly attracted to you. You're what they've been asking for. They just don't know if they fit, like if there's room for them. Where with you, there is room for them, but it feels like you have more things that you would have to change in your lifestyle to be with them. And so you're really considering the options, like as much as you feel for them, you know, you may have to make some big decisions that are not just about love or about the person that you're thinking of. You might have to actually move, or you know, I feel like you have more moving parts than the other does. Okay, what are their next moves towards pile 2? What is the person that they're connecting with? What are their next moves towards pile 2? What's their action steps? Okay. Wow, okay. And then what is pile 2's Action steps towards their person. Okay. Cool. All right, so action steps from your other person. If they have been in relationship with someone else, I do feel like they're going to break that off. I feel like they're releasing any kind of melancholy, or if they betrayed or walked away from you, they're coming back in to say, I'm sorry, I'm ready to work on it with you. We have Three of Pentacles. They are very much in a co-creative mood. They want to build with you. They're coming through as King of Pentacles energy. Male or female matters not. King of Pentacles has really good marriage karma. They are the type that things build slowly, but your person's wanting to come in, and this is the card of the entrepreneur, so they may have their own business. But this is one who comes in and gives an offer. It may seem small at first, but it does build, and it can build to marriage. So King of Pentacles is actually Taurus energy. Who else do we have? Taurus again. We have Aries, Leo, Sag on the table. Capricorn's on the table. Okay, so there's some earth placements and fire placements seem to be the big ones so far. But essentially they want to come forward and give you an offer, okay, that's going to last for the long term. They're well aware that some tears have been spilled. They're well aware that it's been confusing. They may have had to leave somebody, or you might have had to leave somebody. That's why they were wondering if you were single, but they're getting their courage together and they're going to come forward and they want to work with you. They want to co-create with you. They're not trying to be over you in any way. They want to actually build with you. Your actions towards them, we have Four of Wands. So I do feel like you recognize that this is a special relationship. You recognize the potential. This is the halfway to marriage card. This is the 1111 card. Okay, so you guys do have a stronger or divine union. You're recognizing that. I feel like you will accept their offer. There is some things. We have the Devil card, but it wanted to come out reverse. I'm just not reading reverses anymore. But it feels like there's some baggage that you're getting over. Again, this is that Saturn influence, so they may have just gone through a Saturn return, or you have just gone through a Saturn return. So I feel like there's some, you know, there's addictive, obsessive behavior, etc. So I feel like you're actually moving out of any type of toxic behavior. You're also evaluating their offer, okay, because we have Ace of Pentacles, and so I feel like you have something to offer them, they have something to offer you, okay? And I feel like you're timid about it because you're like, I'm not sure about this connection, because it's been confusing, you know you care. So I think you're going to offer a little bit of your energy. I don't think you're going to go all out. Like, notice they're offering King of Pentacles energy, and you're offering the Ace, okay? This is the beginning, this is the end of it, right? So you're saying, you know, I will invest in this person. I'm not going to invest a lot just yet. You know, I'm making my decisions. I'm seeing if they're toxic, okay? So I feel like you're seeing, okay, are they a good fit? They've got the talk, but are they going to walk the walk? Are we going to come forward into this in a way that you're just being cautious? And I feel like that is not a bad way to be. It's your beautiful heart, so of course protect your beautiful heart. I feel like you've been kind of waiting, and Spirit's confirming that that's a really beautiful thing to do, okay? So it says, wait, don't rush into it, allow nature to take its course. Okay, so I feel like your next moves are to sit back a little, assess. Your person's gonna kind of have some offers. They're gonna be coming in hot and heavy, coming up where maybe they were a little bit silent for a minute. But Spirit's suggesting take your time. There's no need to rush, okay? If you want something for the long term, you're going to be together, you know, long term anyway, so what's the dang rush to like make everything official right this moment, okay? Because it feels like you need a little bit more time, even though I feel like originally you might have felt, I'm ready to go right now, but I feel like you just need a little more time to assess, to observe, see if they're going to come through and stay, how are they saying this? To stay stable and consistent. So you want to see if their consistency is back up. But I do feel like they do care about you very much. I feel like you intimidate them. So sometimes their behavior is a little bit erratic or a little bit weird around you because they're just nervous, okay? But I do feel like because of your own past and because of what you guys bring up in each other, I do feel like you're a little hesitant about them because it's been confusing, and you have every right to be. But there is great potential in this relationship. It does feel like you guys open those doors to personal freedom and healing and happiness to one another. So I would say, you know, keep with it if you want. I definitely feel like your energy is a little more reserved in the moment. But that's actually positive. That gives you the power to see things unbiasedly and therefore make a good decision for your personal heart. But as far as your person's concerned, they very much like you. They very much care about you, and they do want to make you an offer. They just weren't sure if you were available to them at this point. Okay, so beautiful reading, lots of potential with this connection. Okay, so I'm hoping that it gels together, but I love that you are in the position of power where you said, you know, let me make sure that I make profitable investments with my heart, time, money, and everything. So beautiful, pile 2. I love how empowered you are right now and how magnetic you are, okay? So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Those of you who would like to participate in the contest, free to enter, free to win, just like this video and share it. In the description box below, write clarity. That will let me know that you want to participate in the drawing. And so until next time, aloha. Aloha, pile 3. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your pick a card spirit messages for a confusing connection. What is going on in this connection? What are the next steps? What are their next steps? What are your next steps? What does spirit have to say about this connection? So we always let spirit guide us. So before we get started, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand, and I'm so, so grateful. Thank you to those who have commented. I love engaging with you. YouTube loves it, so 2 thumbs up on that. We really enjoy it. And then also, I have a contest going for the month of February. Free to enter, free to win. To enter to win a 30-minute session with me personally. I will let you know at the end of the video how to enter that, as some are here for the messages and not for the contest. Now, just an announcement to put it out there. There have been scammers on YouTube targeting tarot readers. I think my channel has been spared of this, but I just want to say I will never ask you for money. I do not have WhatsApp. I won't reach out to you on social media or in the comment section asking for money. So please save your beautiful money and avoid getting scammed. If you want to connect with me personally and have a private reading, that information is in the description box below, how to connect with me. So I will respond to you, but I won't reach out to you soliciting. Okay, so wonderful. Let's get to it. Group 3. All right. Confusing connection here. All right. So, whew, okay, this connection is something else. All right. I'm just going to show you the cards and then we'll go from there. We have Journey. We have Healer of the Ages. Looks like a kind of like a Jesus figure there. We have Purification. adventures. And the South Node, destined to release. Okay, so it feels like this connection that you have with your person has come in as part of your journey. I feel like Pile 3, you guys have been on a spiritual journey. So many of you, we also have the 2 here, which has to do with relationships and polarity, the number of this card. Many of you have been single for quite some time and have been on this spiritual walkway. And I feel like you do follow the urges and the nudges from spirit. I feel like you are one who does listen to your call with your life, with your spiritual purpose, and in general, okay? It feels like this person has showed up at a stage that's very necessary for healing and purification, okay? So while it's confusing, it's really not. This person is bringing up in you things that you thought that you had cleared previously, things within your cycle that because maybe you weren't relating with someone closely or intimately, you haven't looked at in a while. Your focus has been on your spirituality, your focus has been on career, but relationship wise, it's like this person came in a very healing energy. The 2 of you guys together, when it says healer of the ages, I mean healer of the ages. Y'all could work on other people even. So it's why it's a little bit confusing, because it feels like the purpose of this relationship is actually to help you to heal and to grow and to purify yourself, and them to purify themselves. And so it's like your energies together bring profound renewal, and at the same time there's this destiny of destined to release this person, or to release the baggage that would keep you from this person. So with you guys doing healing together, there is definitely a release that is happening, okay? It also is showing me that being with them, you've had to release some of your outdated programs and belief systems. You 2 are very different in how you do things, and so that's part of the confusion, because there has been some communication differences. I feel like how you do your healing is different than how they do. It feels like one partner may be more religious than the other, or culturally different. There's some differences here that you're having to release preconceived notions in order to continue on this journey. Now, this person is here to help bring adventures into your life. Some of you may have been traveling with this person, or you go on hikes, or you go snorkeling, or you do things that are really adventuresome, okay? And this is bringing back that sense, like I feel like you are someone who very much loves nature, but before this person, you weren't honoring yourself and giving that to yourself, and this person helps bring that adventurous spirit back out in you, and you help to bring it back out in them. They're also showing me these parrot-looking birds, so those may have some significance to you, so pay attention to those birds. That won't be for everyone, but they're also showing me the bird of paradise and hibiscus here. So some of you may live somewhere tropically or have traveled somewhere tropically. We have the waterfall here. So you guys are opening things in each other that brings that sense of adventure together. Let's go a little deeper and get the tarot cards to see really what this is about. Okay. What are their feelings for Pile 3? What are Pile 3's person's feelings, their energy right now towards them? Their energy and intentions. Okay. Wow. Okay. And then what is Pile 3's energy? I'm just checking in on your energy, Because it's interesting, theirs feels like it wants to really come towards you. Okay. And then, what about this destined to release? What that's about? Okay. All right, so their feelings towards you. We have Two of Cups, we have King of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Cups. So their energy, their intentions, what they want, they see you, male or female matters not. Their energy is coming through a bit more masculine, so it doesn't matter what gender they are. So they are coming through wanting a relationship with you. They are curious about it, and though you're from different worlds, they want to enter into that together. We have Pentacles, that's earth. Queen of Cups is water. We have Taurus, and I think this is what, Cancer or Pisces. And so essentially they want to come forward and offer you something. King of Pentacles has amazing marriage karma. King of Pentacles came up in pile 2 as well, though it's very different readings. So essentially they want to offer you a relationship. They feel like you are balanced or balancing in your emotions. They feel like you're equally paired, king and queen. Okay, this is also King of Diamonds and the Queen of Hearts. Okay, so that could be your birth cards, but they're seeing you as wonderfully paired, that you bring a lot to each other. They feel like they want to go on this journey with you, and they want to move forward with you. They haven't quite had the communication of that yet, but that's their next steps. They want to communicate with you, that they want to be partners with you, that they want to partner in a more dedicated way. The King of Pentacles, like I said, has good marriage karma, but they also, what they offer grows. Okay, this is the Entrepreneur card. It's the Master of Energy and Currency. So what they offer does grow. For you, your energies, pile 3, is, I don't know if I said pile 2 earlier, I meant pile 3. You have Temperance, so Sagittarian energy here. You have 4 of Cups. We have the High Priestess, Pisces. Okay, so you, what you're destined to release in this particular moment, you feel like you've had to be very patient. You're unsure. It feels like you are very much looking at the past and comparing this relationship with the past, and that's what's purifying out of you. You're coming into your intuition and having more of a spiritual awakening in this particular moment. So while you've been patient, I feel like it's almost like what they're saying is you're not seeing what your person's offering because you are so focused on the past, not wanting to make the same mistakes. And that's what's purifying. This relationship is really getting to the nitty-gritty of your, how you do relationships intimately. It is opening up in you things that you thought you had already cleared. And what is destined to release is actually, we have the Magician and the Chariot. Any good magician, any good manifestation, you release it to Spirit so that it can come back to you. Okay? This Chariot is communications coming in quickly. You're releasing your resistance. All right? At first I thought that this was saying that you would release this connection. It doesn't feel that way at all. It feels like releasing the past, releasing the resistance so that you can manifest, so that you can have your beautiful communication. This is quick communication. This is victory. This is magic, pure and total magic. You have that, but you've been so in your head, pile 3, that you can't even see how much your person cares about you. You can't even see the healing that has already taken place because you're overthinking things. You are doing alchemy. You are absolutely turning into a manifestor and a creator and a magician in your own right. You are absolutely doing that. So you should take pride in the fact that you are becoming an even more excellent manifester. You are absolutely coming into this time of adventure and true magic, but they are really wanting you to let go of the past, okay? Your person here is trying to offer you their cup, okay? They've got a full cup for you, but you're looking at these three that have spilled out, and it's not your person's fault what happened in the past, and that's what's purifying, okay? Spirit said you are lovable. You are lovable. Your person loves you more than you can even know. And the reason it's confusing is because you're comparing yourself to a past version of yourself that felt like it wasn't lovable, that felt like you weren't worthy to be cared about, or that someone would go on this journey with you, or that you could adventure with someone and they'd keep coming back. But here it is. We have the healer of the ages, okay? This has the Christ consciousness. This is not about religion. This relationship has the Christ consciousness around it. They were brought to you for a very specific reason, to help clear and clean and allow you to purify and have your adventurous spirit again, to feel like you're lovable again. You're absolutely lovable. They want to offer you a commitment. It's just time to release that past and to release anything that's holding you back, because they do very much care. And I will say, I don't feel like they are the most eloquent with saying how they feel. They may have never said out loud how they feel, but I do feel like that's coming for you. It's going to be unexpected because you're still kind of focused elsewhere, but they will, they're healers, so they will pierce through your walls and get through there, okay? And then we have a message. It says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives, okay? So this is just saying, allow yourself to be close again, but instead of doing like the past where maybe there was clinginess on one or both sides or codependency, this relationship is purifying you of that. So love never claims the other. You don't own the other person. It simply allows and gives. And so allow yourself to have your person, right? Give to them. Allow them to give to you. And give each other the space that you need. You know, I feel like you are really clearing up some major insecurities in your life. And I get it. I've been going through that too, okay? When we're ready, the purification happens. It doesn't matter how much clearing that you've done. But this person definitely wants to go on that journey with you. They very much care about you. They want to offer you a long-term relationship. And what Spirit's saying is, like, you're entering into your most magical and manifesting self, and part of being an excellent manifester is being an excellent receiver. So your person's asking, will you receive me? All of me, right? You guys do have things that are purifying and healing at this time. Now, I never suggest going into a relationship that's toxic or abusive. That's not the energy of this at all. But your person may be very different than you in multiple ways. You bring out certain things that might be a little bit uncomfortable. So they're asking, will you receive me, all of me, just as I am, and we can grow together? And it feels like you will, okay? And it feels like that they will keep coming back because they value you as well. And you are on this journey and this path together. And I feel like you guys light each other up, okay? Because you're both beautiful lights if you look at these cards. You're both beautiful lights. And you're both journeying to each other. And this 51 yields down to a 6. Universal love. Okay. Balance. Really beautiful reading. I feel like Pile 3, it's time for you to let the love in. You are lovable, and your person sees it, everyone else around you sees it, so you're just going through that purification process in order to allow yourself to receive the love that you both want, that you treasure, that you deserve, and that's already here for you. It's already here, so just accept it, okay? So that's what I have for you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Those of you who would like to enter into the contest, free to enter, free to win, here's how you do it. You like this video and share it, and then in the comment section below, write clarity. That lets me know that you would like to be entered into the drawing. March 1st, I will do the drawing on video and announce the winner. Okay, so thank you so much. Until next time, aloha.